Our Okokonde, Honorable Sonny Akparawa, thank you so much. Our BDF, thank you so much. Our cabinet members that are here present with us, and even those that will join us later. Please, if you are just joining the space, please do us that favor to share the space. It is free to share. Please share the space, share the space, share the space. We are not going to spend so much time today because today is our fundraising. So we are going to manage the time. Yeah, so when you pick the mic, kindly know that we have to manage time. I will try as much as possible to, crop the sections together so that when you pick the mic, you should be able to have what to talk on. So welcome, 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 welcome my co-host, Senior Citizen Ben. And thank you for accepting the co-host. Thank you. Mazi Onyeka, welcome. Nwayit, welcome. Holland, welcome. Biafra Freedom, Ekomdo Puprewe Medi. Cyprian Ekomdo, Emedio, Augustina Ekomdo, Medi, no. Biafra Liaison, no, Medi. Mazi Elias Ekomdo. Ya, Nlewem Ekomdo, Medi. Abasedi Awukere wo. Diamuba Utemoyin Kere Kere. Chizoba, what I'm saying is that God should bless the work of your hands. His work of your hands. Okay, somebody from ANNANG is on the mic, so I have to incorporate ANNANG. Oh my God, we have to learn all the languages in Biafra. Like you hear that when Rejamfuri wants to pick mic, he will add Ruby Soko. We have to add these spices. Hey yo, after now I'll play my natural native cultural dance, Ukokpan cultural dance, because I am a traditionalist. You see? Where did I stop? Rejamfuri, hold on. I don't want your problem now. Rejamfuri, come down. No, nwa Biafra, no. Hey, my Yaya Parawa. Nsi. Ekomdo, uno salute. Oluchukwu Ekomdo, Sacred Biafra Ekomdo, no. All of you, I give salute, not only in you. I give everybody salutation, sorry. Freedom Ekomdo, no. Ancestral Ekomdo, Ancestral, I saw your message, but know that I am not in charge of internet. It is internet that kicked you out, not because my co-host is here. Yeah, please don't connect it to my co-host and me because it's your internet. We are not in control of anything. But you are still here. Glory to God. Even me, yesterday, internet behaved very well, even today. But let me not praise internet now and it begins to do wahala. So thank you so much, Ancestral or Ancestor. Your name is not in full here. Prince Ekomdo, Medi, Oluchukwu Ekomdo, Medi, Echoes Ken, no, Dr. Freedom, no, Ekomdo Kuprowo, Sylvia Blue Ekomdo, Obinwa Ekomdo, Ona Ekomdo, Onome Ekomdo, Emedi, Onyum, if I have murdered your name, please, I'm sorry, Ekomdo Kuprowo. And those in the anonymous section, we say, Ekomdo Emedi, welcome to BRGIE Space. This is our second university. We have so many lecturers here. I can see King David is here. Oh, internet has kicked him out, but he will join again. I can see, we are so many. We are very, very many. Even Augustina is here. You see, we are so rich. Nsi is here. All of them, they are great speakers. Yes. And if you listen to our national anthem, I'll find a day and host a space and explain that national anthem. Maybe if we listen to it much deeper, we will understand that we are at war. And the first stanza said, if we don't protect our land, we will all die. And it is playing out today. We will all die if we don't protect our land. I will find time if it is necessary. If we don't protect our land, we will all die. And how do we protect our land? The door has been opened for us. It is with our Eje and Ejemma. If not, Fulani will kill all of us. Have you asked the people you left home behind? How many people are left in your family or even in your community? Do you think you will go back and still meet a full town hall people again? If they call for town hall meeting, do you think that the numbers you left 5 years ago or 3 years ago, that they are still intact till today? The answer is no. Do you have the ability to do something to make a change? The answer is yes, however little. However little, one agema, bring it, we need it. Because we are at war. We are at war. We need a lot of money right now. The door has been opened for us through our lobbies and BRGIE. The only sacrifice they need from us is Eje and Ejema. Today is our fundraising. How many are we here? Let me just check how many we are here. Am I going to see this number that will donate during our fundraising? Hold on. I think we are more than 20 something. I didn't want to waste time. That is why I'm starting today is our fundraising. Will this number follow us to the fundraising and donate? Is the question. Have you all downloaded your Zoom app? Is the question. We are 28. Or after listening to us in the space, you will clean your bum bum and say, Kali, well, it doesn't concern me. Let them go and do their thing. We don't expect that anymore. We are trying. Yes, I really appreciate each and every one of us. It is not easy. But we cannot stop halfway. The game has changed the gear. Please, my people, let us turn out during the fundraising. If you know that time difference will be a problem, you can click the link and pay the money and send your receipt to Madam Betty. You can send your receipt to our information minister. They will all receive it and announce it. Even if you don't want your donation to be announced, it is fine. It's not everybody that loves their name to be announced, and I love such things. If I can, that will be better for me. So you just go to the website, click that link, glory to God, it is working. And then you make your donation. You can go and sleep, no problem. We need your Ejema and your Eje. So welcome, my people, to today's space. You know, we have our house keeping rules. Please do not interject anyone. This is an extension from what we did yesterday. I promise that I will try my best to continue with it because a lot of people couldn't speak. That is why I'm starting 1 hour earlier instead of 6 p.m. I started by 5 p.m. Though I had to play jingle for some people to join. And the jingles that I played are all integrated in what we have to talk about this night. But before I start, if you are here and you have not shared the space, what are you waiting for? Police, we have police here that always move around and check how many people have shared the space. One of them is Holland. He's already checking and he's going to give us updates. Oga Roland, carry on. Because there is no need for you to join BRGIE space without sharing the space. I shared the space and you joined. So what stops you from sharing the space for others to join? You see how it works? Networking is paramount in this freedom fighting or liberation. I introduced something yesterday when I heard the information minister host a program on it. And I promise that I will also bring it to the space. We have a website. I want to ask, how many of you have gone to our website today to click and share our website? How many of you have done that? If you have not done it, it is not late. Go to our website. I'm going to read it here. www. All I'm reading are all in capital letters. Biafra, BIAFRA, Republic, join together, no space. REPUBLIC, government in full, no space. .org. When you go to our website, you will see how many buttons you need to share. The first one is the home page. You see home, then you click. Now, we are more than 80 million Biafrans. Let me see how many people have shared our homepage. It's still 1.9. So that means I wasted my time and energy yesterday preaching on this. Only 1.9. None of you have shared this our homepage today. It doesn't really look nice. The sharing of our website is free because everybody now is interested in knowing who BRGIE is. So if we are hiding our identity, how will people know about us? How will they know and then support? It is by going into this information advert. I call it information advert because we need to advertise ourselves. If you go there, you also see diplomatic engagement. Let me see how many people have shared. 122. I think yesterday we were at 112, was it 122 or 19 something? At least this one has improved. Thank you so much, Biafrans. But it's something we should be doing every day because it is according to the number of shares that you make. Facebook is there, you can share. This X is here. So imagine 27, 28 of us that are in this space now sharing it. That means add 27 to the numbers 128 plus 28. I did not go to school. Oh. 122 plus 28, that will be the other one is 10. 4, that should be 250 if I'm not mistaken. I'm not good in mathematics. I don't know if I'm correct or not. So imagine the increase in number. And then tomorrow we do the same thing. We keep on doing like this. The world needs to know about us, my people. It is very important. Thank you so much for those that have complied and be doing this. And if you go to the share button for our map, yesterday, I think this one has also increased to 54. If we don't share our map, now that the world is ready to see who they will recognize, if you go to the handle of Gunter from Austria, you will see the number of countries he has listed out to be recognized. You could see that he is advertising for Biafra to be recognized as a sovereign nation. So we are not the only one. Now, if you go, you see how other countries are advertising themselves. This is a time to share our map for the whole world to see that we have structures down, we have boundaries. So if we have all these boundaries, we have the capability to protect and guide our borders. But how will they know if you don't share for them to know? They may think that we are not prepared, that if we are prepared, there should be some pieces of evidence online for them to see. You see why it is very important. So please click the button and share and increase the number of shares for our map. Let me go to tax. We all need money. Tax is 234. Ogini, how will people know? If you go to media, social media now, you will hear them say, hey, we need to support, we need funding. Come bring money, let's support Christians in Nigeria. We are those Christians that have been killed. So if we don't share our website link that has to do with tax, how will they support us? We don't want our money to go into the hands of Nigerian terrorists or those that have been sitting on the fence, those opportunists. We want the money to come to where it will be used judiciously. Yes, but how will they know us if you don't share? Now, let me go to the last one. Another one is they donate. Today is our fundraising. Donate still stands at 27. Biafra, this is not too good. Come here and click so that it will be added. Please, you have to come to the website and click. I'm not sure if you repost, if it will count. I doubt if it will count because it is from what is coming from the website that will count. It is what is coming from the website that will count, not what you are reposting from someone that tweeted. So it's better you come to the website and count, because when you repost, for example, now I have tweeted 5 this morning. How many? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have tweeted 5 this morning. If you retweet mine, it is not counted That's what I'm trying to explain here. It will not count, so it will not increase the number of shares. You have to come to the website directly and click it, and then you share. It will go. No need to speak too much grammar. No need. This button now, you can say support Biafra freedom. Kalas, it is okay, you share. Because we need this money. We are the ones. This one now, nobody will do it for us. And then if you go to the last side of last button, that is share button, oh my God, so many platforms for you to share. Orishi, it looks like ice cream. See, well spiced with different colors, Pinterest, Pinboard, all Skype, all these places you have to click and share. Microsoft Team, Diaspora Cup, everything. There are so many. Please, I'm begging you, let us do this so that we can, move ahead. This one does not require a Gemma and a J. Just do it. If you are a Biafran, all of us, we are media team personnel. So we should be able to do this. Help our government. Don't leave it for information minister alone. Please, pass this message, share it in the different WhatsApp group that you belong to, so that this message will go far and wide. Okay, that was for that was for announcement, so that I will not forget. Very important, very, very important. So yeah, we've started again. Today is another day, and yesterday we stopped somewhere, but we just have to have a little recap on our lobbies, because the topic still remains the power of lobbying. The topic have so much content, so much sections that we have to talk about, because all those that emerge, all those actions that we've seen and we are still seeing till date, is because of the power of lobbying and the diplomatic engagement that BRGIE has been having in a culmination with our lobbying firm, Moran Global Strategy. So that is why we've come again today to continue from where we stopped, because every claim that we are making, it has a backup. We have evidence, we have documents, we have data and statistics to back up what we are saying. We are not just framing anything here. Okay, so yesterday, just a little recap of what we did yesterday. We saw how our lobbyist, Moran Global Strategies, and BRGIE broke 16 years silence about the Nigerians Christian genocide. And then we also make reference to the 32 members of the House of Value Action team that stood united because of what our lobbyists did. So we are not going to go into that again today. We explained that yesterday, and what each of their statements meant, and how does that, the significant role it has in our quest for freedom. So we are not going to go into that, because something else has come up, and we have seen another one that has been submitted by Relay Morse, which is the resolution. So we are going to talk on that. Sister Augustina, your hand is up. Do you have any announcement? Hello? Augustina, your hand is up. Do you want to, any announcement before I continue?
No announcement. I just want to ask, because I've been to our website. How do I share?
Okay, now, very good. Let me open the website again. Now,
thank you.
When you go to the website, Biafra, when you go to the website, I hope you have the correct website, not the accountability.
Yes. No, I have the
public. Okay, fine. Now, when you go there, can you see the home page? Did you see where they write home? Beside home is team members. Did you see anything like that?
Yes, home. Yes.
Okay. Now, if you want to share the home page, now look down where you see the waves, the design with waves. You see 1.9K. Did you see that?
No, I haven't. Okay, I'll press home.
Yeah, even if you don't press home, once you go there, it is home that is there. So it's still press home since you want to know deeper. Press home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see wavy design. Did you see wavy design?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Now look below the wavy design. You see 1.9K shares. Did you see that?
1.9K share. Just hold on.
Okay.
Just hold on.
Yeah, I'm waiting. No problem.
Thank you. 1.9.
You
The one I'm saying is view first ever history 09.
yeah, go just your right side after view first ever history. Is it?
Yeah,
Okay, the next black box you will see will be view Michael Rubin speaking at the Biafra US congressional briefing. Did you see that?
1 minute. Yeah,
Yeah, look up. Above that, you will see 1.9K. You will see F for Facebook, just F. You will see X in black color. You will see link
okay.
in IN, and then you see
Y-
share button. Did you see that?
Yeah, the short, the green one, yeah?
Yeah, okay. Now,
Okay,
if you want to share this page now, which is the home page, you just click F. It will take you to your Facebook.
okay.
And then you can type an information because
Uh,
you're on the home page. Now, if you want to
yeah,
share it in your X, you just click X. It will open
yeah,
another window for you. You just type
yeah,
the message and then you share.
yeah,
If
yeah,
you have
yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
fake profile, you just click link in. Now, the
Uh,
other share button, if you click it, it has various social media platforms that you can share that are not
okay,
listed here. There are very many. Now,
yeah, yeah.
that is for homepage. If you look up again, take it, you finish sharing the homepage. Can you look up? Did you see diplomatic engagement?
1 minute.
Just raise
Yep,
your hands up
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
Yes. Now, if you want to share diplomatic engagement, you click the diplomatic engagement.
Good, good girl. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 it's fine.
It will
Thank you,
take
my
you.
darling.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you
Okay.
very much. Yeah.
You're
God
welcome.
bless you. All
Bless
right, I'm
you.
gonna share now. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye, darling.
Bye. Okay. So, Biafrans, I hope every other person, because we have to learn like this. It's very easy. So the more we share, the more we are advertising our government. That's it. And it is free. As easy as ABC. So we have to keep on announcing this every time until we get it right. So, where did I stop? So things have happened because today we have another news. That is why this topic can never lack content. We have seen African Union that has rushed out now to defend Nigeria. Within 72 hours, we have seen ECOWAS. They call that the genocide is false. We have seen even China. They are mobilizing us behind the scene. We have even seen EU. We didn't even go in depth with this EU, defending Nigerian sovereignty. So we have a lot to talk about. Yes, so even if we don't finish, maybe if another team media team will open tomorrow, we can continue if town hall meeting. But I believe there is town hall meeting. So we have seen the local deniers like Shegumi. We have seen Daniel Bwala. We have seen them attacking President Trump. You see, so we have a lot to talk about. That is where we are going to focus more today. And if you look at if you ask why would so many powerful entities rush to defend a government that is presiding over genocide? And there's, to me, only one answer. Only one answer, because they all benefit from it. They all benefit from it. So if time permits, we are going to see who are those benefiting from it and how are they benefiting from it and why are they panicking. Because every day the list of those that are panicking are increasing. Okay, so the first part of it, we are going to quickly, let me just, give the highlights of what we are going to talk on. We are going to go back and then we talk on our lobbying breakthrough, how our BRGIE and Moral Global has changed everything, the breakthrough that they've given to us. And then we are going to analyze the Congressman Relay resolution document that he submitted. Remember that Donald Trump gave him that assignment particularly, and to get back to him immediately, urgently. That was why I played that little clip when we were still hanging around waiting for people to join. And then we are going to see why the African Union, ECOWAS, EU, China, all of them want Nigeria to stay united. We are also going to look at who is making money from Christians that are suffering and being killed, and why Nigerian leaders pay terrorists while Christians are dying. So that is what we'll be talking today. So before I go start the program, I will allow my co-host to say hi to Biafrans before I continue. My co-host, Senior Citizen Ben, are you there? Hello? Senior Citizen Ben, are you there?
Okay. Thank you very much, my host, tutors, for today. And I'm very, very happy for giving us the opportunity to also come up again. And you, irrespective of your location and at the same time, the time frame, if you deem it necessary to bring us up again this very afternoon on my side, which might be morning on other people's side, and vice versa, or just like that. Anyway, we thank God for this very day. At the same time, for this very topic that we will still continue. We are here to just disseminate it far and wide to the hearers, at the same time to make sure that we also go deep into it about the power of the lobbying and the stroke diplomacy. At the same time, the global resistance to the truth, which is part 2 that we are dealing with today. And everyone that is here, I said, good morning. I salute you, Mazi Nkudi Number. I salute you, Augustina. I salute you, Holland. Totivi, I salute you. Biafran Free Energy Tech, I'm sure. I salute you. Cipran, I salute you. Biafra Lazy Malaysia. I salute you. And Elias, Mazi Elias the King, I salute you. Chizoba, I also throw in my salute to every one of you. Those who cannot measure at the moment, I say generally, I salute all of you and all our ministers that will be here and those that are listening anonymously and those who will still come up here to also air their view. I throw a big salute to everyone. As we are going to start delving into this very topic of today, we hope that we will listen attentively. At the same time, we contribute our quota because the time is now. We have no more time. And remember, don't forget, today is our fundraising day. Endeavor to be there so that you contribute your quota, your widow's mite, which is very, very important. And at the same time, today is on the 8th. I suppose that today is no election in Anambra State, Biafra land. And all Biafra land, from today henceforth, as we go, there will be no election. And we're going to make it to stand firm because we've already declared our country, Biafra Republic government in Zanzibar, have done that when we gathered at Latin last year, December. Anyway, I'll use the mark at the moment so that my great tutors will continue to segment by segment as at how she has put it, so that for every one of us to understand and see where we are and where we are going and what we need to bring to the world so that it will be rife everywhere in the whole global age. Thank you very much. I yield my mic.
Thank you so much, my citizen. God bless you. Nwaba, if you want to contribute, you say you are from Edo. I think Edo has been split to like 3 states. Kindly contact Rage and Fury. Maybe your place will fall under Urobo Isoko. Rage and Fury should be able to put you through. Thank you so much. I just read your comments now. So, my people, we are about to start, and then we'll quickly look at what effective lobbying actually accomplished. That's how our BRGIE and our partners, that is our lobbyists, Moran Global Strategies, how did these people turn our plight into the most urgent foreign policy issue in Washington, D.C.? Because we cannot forget these people. All this recognition, all this alert that is happening here and there is because of our lobbying firm. You could even see that BBC News had to call their names, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Everybody now is calling BRGIE. It's only those that have bad belly that is calling a IPOB. But we are here to correct them that we have passed the era of IPOB. We are now Biafra Republic Government in Exile and de facto in the homeland. So now I divided this into 4 phases, and the very first phase is intelligence grade documentation. That is one way that our lobbyists have made sure that our plight have turned into urgent policy. So that is one of the ways that our lobby actually accomplish this change in our struggle. So when I talk about intelligence-grade documentation, I am talking about the forensic evidence. Yes, the forensic evidence that they gathered. I'm telling you. So when we are saying that they documented a massacre that has been going on, I'm not talking about somebody going to use how will I even say, a blood phone video. No, that's not what I'm talking about. That is not what they used. I am talking about digital proof, evidence that they got digitally, evidence that they got through using satellites. They have this equipment, so they position it in Biafra land, they position it in Nigeria as a whole, and they were able to capture every event that had been happening. They were able to capture all the killings. Remember, I told you yesterday that the president of Moran Global Strategies did not just start building this portfolio because he signed a contract with BRGIE. No. He has worked and served in the Congress for 2 decades. So he knows exactly. So the story for Nigeria about Nigeria wasn't something that is so new to him. Remember when earlier said that they are also freedom fighters. And whenever you are talking about freedom fighters, if you don't know anything about Nigeria, it means you have not started. You have not started. So our lobbyists, our BRGIE, if you don't know it. They have the same technology that is used by CIA. Yes, so that is what they used. They make sure they captured everywhere and they gathered this document and submitted to the congresspersons who now said, wait a minute, we have to get up and know what is happening. And they did not just end there. They went after the money. Yes, because they wanted to know the sources. Where does the money come from? They wanted to know the sources within the Nigerian financial system. So they uncovered that financial arteries of the genocide. How the money is moving. We all know what arteries are, how the money is moving. So they obtained these transaction records showing that state government has been allocating billions of naira to groups like Meeti Allah. Yes, and officially they will quote it under security vote. That is the money that they give to Soludo. Soludo will collect. Soludo will create an insecurity in Biafra land so that he can get the security vote. They also vote, give this money in disguise for cattle ranch development. You see what is happening? So our intelligence revealed all these sinister patterns that they are using, So they gathered all these things within days of large payment. They see what happened. They saw that immediately this money is paid. The next thing will be attack on Christians in villages at the exact region that this money was shared. So they gathered all that information. And they also map out the complex web of shells company. All these companies that operate only on paper. And they are using these companies that operate on paper to do money laundering. They launder millions of dollars in ransom money paid to kidnappers. So they showed how this money flows out of the forest, because when they kidnap you, they take you to the forest and you pay ransom in the forest. Remember, it doesn't go through any bank account. So this money will flow through the bureau, the change operators in the major cities, and then into the bank account, which said the other day, they will split this money into chunks so that whatever amount that they are paying, it will not pass the standard threshold set by the Nigerian terrorist government. So our people, our BRGIE, our lobbyists, they gathered all this information and then they handed it over to the United States of America. That shows you that we are not just a group of people that are on the road looking for opportunity to extort money from people. We are not gangsters group. No, we are a government. And they also use strategic narrative construction. That is what our Moran Global Strategy used. Having the evidence was one thing for our hobbies. Framing it correctly was everything. This is where our lobbies, Moran Global Strategies, and their keep. So They are not protesters. They are master psychologists of power. They know how to organize it very well. They know how to package these pieces of evidence that they received and then present it properly. They understand what moves politicians to act. That is why BRGIE is standing out today. And the Nigerian terrorist government are like, wait a minute, what is going on? We have numbers of lobbyists in the United States. Why didn't we dim the light of BRGIE? They couldn't, because they want to bury the light. Because for years, you could see that the narrative around Nigeria was weak and easily dismissed. It was framed as, communal clashes or farmers and herders conflict or climate change. These phrases are diplomatic poison for our cause. But what happened when our lobby stepped in? The game changed. The game changed. They replaced it with new, powerful, and morally clear one. The Nigerian government is actively complicit in the systematic genocide of its Christian population. That's it. That's how they put it for the whole world to see. So that was make the difference. You see, that is what makes the difference. They had to mention the names of the victims. They had to mention their ages. They have to mention the communities. They have to mention the agenda. Full data is what they presented. You see why it is different? Then they tailor this narrative for specific audience in Washington, D.C. And that is for the, what I mentioned yesterday about the Conservative House Value Action Team. They used. That is what those people used, 36, 32 of them. And I read that more are still joining. Even the resolution that more submitted, more people are signatories to it. I think that 18 now. He said people are joining to be signatories to that resolution, because he is acting directly under the order of President Trump. You see, we are not playing. We are very, very serious, and that is why our lobby and BRGIE they are the real government and the real entity that every Biafra as of today should make a U-turn and follow BRGIE. So by doing this, you could see that they have transformed our cause from a charity case to a political one, and most importantly, a strategic one. So we are no longer asking for PTO. We were offering them an opportunity to do what was right, and they have done it perfectly, exceedingly great. So phenomenally what they are doing. These people also use strategic US BRGIE partnership to achieve what we have achieved today. Yeah, we have become a value strategic partner to the United States of America. I did not see this coming so soon, but because of the power in lobbying, that is where we are today. You could see that United States have massive military and technology power. But in Nigeria, they have a major intelligence gap there. So they don't have enough reliable eyes and ears on the ground. But BRGIE has. BRGIE has. So we have entered into partnership with the United States of America. Our operative provide U.S. intelligence agency with real-time actionable intelligence, not a peri-peri according to our MID, not a half-baked information. You see? Not half-baked. So this means we tell them when we see convoy of 50 armed motorcycle that is already parading on their way right now to Kwara State, if you have seen the news, that they don't know what is going to happen in Kwara State this night. I saw it in Twitter. So that means when we see a convoy of 50 armed motorcycle, we immediately know how to channel it and make a report. Yes, so that they will know what is happening. Because if they ask the Nigerian terrorist government, they will say they are farmers going to cultivate in the farm. But farmers are going to cultivate with AK-47 on their shoulders, hanging, as if it is a weeding hoe that they are hanging on their neck. That is where our BRGIE became strong and had a very good relationship with the United States of America. Because after the US was kicked out of its own drone bases in Niger, it lost its eyes over the entire Sahel region. So now they have seen a partner in BRGIE. So they are desperate for a new foothold. Oh my God. Biafrans, do you understand what is happening? And BRGIE has come out at the right time. BRGIE is now actively helping them assess those potential locations for new bases in the Christian majority Middle Belt and in Biafra land. That is what BRGIE has done. So we are using our knowledge of the terrain now and our relationship with the local communities to identify secure locations where US presence would be welcome as protection, not seen as an occupation. So they believe in the testimonies that we will give. They believe in the advice that we are going to give. So we are providing logistical maps. That is why as Biafrans, go and share our map every day from our website. I know what I am talking about. That map will help us. Please, it is free of charge to share everything. Share our website, share the tax button, share the donate button, share the diplomatic engagement button, share our map button. Because US need information. They need to study and know that this is where this BDF are located, so that they don't go and bump our men and say, thinking that they are terrorists. They need it. Do you see the importance of it? Please. So we are providing the US with one thing they cannot buy: legitimacy and the on-ground intelligence. If you go back and read the alliance that our APM submitted, you will see that we are going to share intelligence with them. So it is very, very important. We are the bridge between the American power and the reality of Nigeria. Did you see? And the next phase that they use to make sure we have reached this level is congressional resolution, which is that legal foundation. Now, this is what will take me to what happened with more resolution. So I don't know, maybe after this phase 4, I will drop the mic before I go to that phase, or should I talk about that before I drop the mic, because they are interconnected? Because all of this work now, culminated in a single powerful document, which is what brought out the congressional resolution led by Congressman Really Moore, under the direct order of President Trump. You see, so do not mistake this for a simple statement of support. No, this is a legal and political trigger that has happened. This resolution did some concrete things. You see, so first of all, before I go, let me just give a brief a fact or information to the best of my knowledge. Maybe when you pick the mic, you can add yours. So it created an official US government record. And he stated, and it's stating for all future policy that Nigeria is committing genocide, because they have the pieces of evidence out there. So this can now be cited in every hearing. Hey, every hearing that they have, it will be cited in every sanction. It will be cited in every diplomatic meeting forever and ever. It will be cited. People that are even doing research will use it. And most importantly, it provides foundation for President Trump to act immediately. Remember when our APM and our PM used to say it is stage by stage. Stage by stage. So those that are there expecting magic to happen, everything to happen in 1 month, it is not possible. You cannot jump procedures. If not, you will fail as you are running there. They will call you back and use that as an excuse to tell you, you jump this one, therefore what you are fighting for, you cannot get it. So nobody will put us under pressure for us to jump the scale. Mbano. We are going to follow the process, because President Trump needs all these documents so that whatever he will do, he will say yes. If they ask him, did you receive any resolution document? He will say, yes, I received it. What did this state? He will read out everything. He also have enemies. So he has to be careful in what he is doing so that nobody will pull him back. And also us. You see? So it gives him that a political cover to use the full force of the International Religious Freedom Act, IRFA. This act allows for severe sanctions. Remember the bill of Ted Cruz. So President Trump needs this document to freeze the assets of this terrorist politician in Nigeria, to give them travel ban against all those individuals that have been killing Christians. So you see how Ted Cruz bill is working, aligning with this document, because without this document, it cannot fly. So if you look at it critically, this resolution authorizes the use of all available tools. I'm going to read it and we will hear what is there, which in diplomatic and military language is a direct reference to the potential use of military force. So this is why our enemies are panicking, Biafrans, because BRGIE has entered the web of US politics and diplomatic meetings and engagement. Oh my God, it's not IPOP that is there. It is BRGIE. It is BRGIE. It is not Bruce Fenn that is there. Bruce Fenn is a quack lawyer that needs money to survive as he has retired. It is not USB charger that is there. It is not this drunk ice cream man, Imam Madabu, that is there. No, it is BRGIE with moral global strategies. These are the two entities, legitimate entities that are there. And that is why our enemies are panicking. So it's no longer about what? No, a legal pathway has been created for the American government to systematically dismantle the financial and the military structures of the terrorist sponsors in Nigeria. The lobbying did not just raise awareness, it built a legal framework for action. That is why our lobbies are standing out. So we move the issue from the opinion pages of newspapers to a situation room in the Pentagon. This is the power of a strategy that understands how it works, how power is being used to make sure you have a good outcome. So I will yield my mic here before I go to really more resolution in case anybody have anything to contribute to the structures that our lobbyists use to make sure that we have reached this this level that we are. So please, let's focus on where we are now, how our lobbyists have what effective lobbying actually accomplished. So if you know that you are effective lobbying firm, what have you accomplished? So please, you have the mic, Onyeka, before I go to the next one. Onyeka, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, my lady. Greetings, all protocol observed.
Onyeka, we cannot hear you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
We can't hear you, Onyeka.
Oh, okay.
Please, BIAFRANS, kindly share the space. We have not shared the space. If you have not shared the space, I don't know why you are requesting for mic.
Keep sharing.
When
We
you have not shared the space.
Watching from YouTube, Facebook, X, anywhere you are watching from.
I think Onyeka is not close.
Don't be a monitoring spirit. What you cannot do, your family
internet has kicked him out.
Others are doing it. So share it and like the video.
Since nobody is there to speak, let me continue then. Okay. BIAFRANS, I need a thumbs up. Should I continue and connect the resolution so that we pass the mic once and for all, so that people can join it and discuss? We are in interactive session, or don't allow me to talk alone. Okay, I've seen one hand up. Thank you so much, Augustina. All right. Okay, so this is the action that let me go back and play the video of how this came about, that this man now is acting because President Trump gave him the order to submit this document immediately. Okay, Mazonyeka, hold on, let me send you the mic and hold on. I think internet kicked you out. Holland, I'll also send you the co-host as well. Yeah, Onyeka, you wanted to say something. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Please go ahead before I go to the next one.
I see. That is good when you want to do something, you go for the best. And among the best, one of the qualities of the best is those who truly understand what you are fighting for. We said it yesterday. And our lobbyists, that is why we should learn a lot from these people. They just don't talk. They do things in a very, very professional way. They got all the things needed while the people were blabbing, and they get everything needed and submitted. Like you said, they think that they will come and begin to gather and send me information, send me evidence, send me evidence. They know how to get what Even the Nigeria system don't even know how to get it. They know everything. They have every equipment. They got for sound information. They, all the debunking, they're debunking. They know all the participants, all the sponsors, all the governors, everybody, even the Gumi we are talking about, they know him. Everything. Even like, just like, as you say, our map. Everything they need, our lobby supply them everything they need. Our lobby supply them everything. So they go through him. He is our eye and our mouth. So anything they need, they will talk to him and they know how to get it. So in fact, they get information, everything more than us, more than anybody. So they use the the powerful professional way that even chopped Nigeria, because it chopped them. It chopped them. You know, imagine they're spending millions of dollars in and the one our own, just as even our lobby, look at the comment he made that he said our prime minister have smarted them. And they look at the work of our prime minister, it pleases him because he saw what our prime minister have achieved. He said, Prime Minister Monaco have smarted Nigeria. That comment, if you go, it was very, very deep. That comment was very, very deep. He saw things our prime minister put in place. That is why, and he see, yes, that everything that will enable him to do his work properly has been put in place. That is it. So I am very grateful. I pity those who are sitting on the fence, or those who are pity them, because there will be that all the things they will suffer for not supporting this. I pity them. You still have times to come up and answer your name. Answer your name, because you think that we are joking. You think that when will this Biafra come? Oh, when this Biafra come? Okay, maybe it happen on an eye, you see it. Continue sitting on the fence. Continue. When the time comes, do not blame. Your children will blame you. They will urinate on your grave for putting them on what they will be suffering. Because we are going to do. Oh, let me not go for, but it must happen. Because all of you, you will pay for your unconcerned attitude. Because this is what everybody's supposed to do. We don't need to be begging you. We don't need to be begging you. Because some people will be talking as if we don't know what we are doing, or we don't have jobs. Supposed to come out now. You have time. You still have time to come and join, to answer your name. Today is fundraising. Go and donate. Go and donate and keep your receipt. Go and donate. Forget about that one. You donate on DOS. My own, I've already packed my receipt and burn it. That one, you can't say because you donate on DOS, they eat it. For that, you can't donate again. If I bring you my own receipt, the heap, I brought everything out, I burn it. Doesn't make sense. This one's now that goes to our email direct. That is one that I focus. Okay? Pay your own, pay your ability task, pay, support, invest IOU loan. Remove that money, keep in Zoo Bank. Remove it. One day you hear that one bank have liquidate. You begin to cry. Just the way we told you about your this thing in Lagos. Some of you felt adamant and they brought it down. Cobble did not see. Now we're telling you, move that money to Biafra Bank. Bank of Biafra is more solid. Only thing you don't have is fiscal structure. But everything banking system have in terms of internet banking, Bank of Biafra is more solid, more secured than Nigeria Bank. Put your money there. Put your IOU loan. Invest. Leave all those cars reach onto your building. All those things, some of them will be knocked down, because we are not going to build a city that you will come everywhere will be hold up or no sway system. We are going to start afresh. So stop wasting that money and build all those things. It will surprise you, it will not die. Church will not give to you. This is a warning to some of you. Thank you so much, my lady. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, so let me play so that people that are here will not say, when did President Trump give this man this assignment to do? So please, let's listen before I start that one.
Humanity is facing an existential threat in Nigeria. Thousands and thousands of Christians are being killed. Radical Islamists are responsible for this mass slaughter. I am hereby making Nigeria a country of particular concern. That's a legal definition. When the Christians or any such group is slaughtered, like is happening in Nigeria, 3,100 versus 4,476 worldwide. What horrible numbers. Something has to be done. I am asking Congressman Riley Moore, together with Chairman Tom Cole and the House Appropriations.
Did you hear his name? Let me play back so that we know that we have gone far. This is a direct order from President Trump to this man, called a relay more. And now, if you go back, let me take it back. You hear what President Trump said. Legally, this is called what? Genocide. That is the right definition of what is happening in Nigeria. Legally. Let me play.
Christianity is facing an existential threat in Nigeria. Thousands and thousands of Christians are being killed. Radical Islamists are responsible for this mass slaughter. I am hereby making Nigeria a country of particular concern. That's a legal definition.
A legal definition, CPC, when all these things happen. So Nigeria has made all the conditions for them to be designated as a CPC. That is the right definition to give to Nigeria. And this is legal.
Proscribe Nigeria, please. Proscribe Nigeria.
When the Christians or any such group is slaughtered, like is happening in Nigeria, 3,100 versus 4,476 worldwide. What horrible numbers. Something has to be done.
Because that shows 90% of Christians that are killed in Nigeria. Only in Nigeria. 90%. So share the other 10% that you have left. You will see that the killing is horrible in Nigeria. And somebody will have the audacity to come out to social media and say that there is no genocide going on. Anyway.
I am asking Congressman Riley Moore together with...
Congress who? Riley Moore. Let me go back.
Riley Moore, together with Chairman Tom Cole, and asking Congressman something has to be done. I am asking Congressman Riley Moore, together with Chairman Tom Cole and the House Appropriations Committee, to immediately look into this matter and to report back to me. And I mean, like, immediately. The United States.
That is an order. And the man did it yesterday. Immediately. It is an order. No waste of time.
States cannot stand by while such atrocities are happening in Nigeria and numerous other countries. It's not only Nigeria, it's all over. We stand ready, willing, and able to save our great Christian population around the world. This is not going to happen. The killing of Christians is not going to happen.
Let me play for the last time without interruption.
Christianity is facing an existential threat in Nigeria. Thousands and thousands of Christians are being killed. Radical Islamists are responsible for this mass slaughter. I am hereby making Nigeria a country of particular concern. That's a legal definition. When the Christians or any such group is slaughtered, like is happening in Nigeria, 3,100 versus 4,476 worldwide. What horrible numbers. Something has to be done. I am asking Congressman Riley Moore, together with Chairman Tom Cole and the House Appropriations Committee, to immediately look into this matter and to report back to me. And I mean, like, immediately. The United States cannot stand by while such atrocities are happening in Nigeria and numerous other countries. It's not only Nigeria, it's all over. We stand ready, willing, and able to save our great Christian population around the world. This is not going to happen. The killing of Christians is not going to happen.
Yes, Trump. Yes, sir.
That's an order.
Order. Give it.
So now, let's look at what this document says. Just a little analysis that, I said, okay, after going through it, I just want to give my own quarter. If you have the document, you can also go through it and see what you can contribute when you pick the mic. Yes, because this document is a proof of the work of the lobby. Yes, so Amoran Global Strategy. All these people are APM have meeting with them in the presence of our lobby. So they know all of them. So this resolution was introduced yesterday, and yesterday was 7th November. 2025, and it is one of the most powerful congressional statements on Christian persecution that has ever been written. So let's just walk through it section by section so that we understand exactly what it does and why it matters. So that is what we are going to focus on. Yeah, I may not be 100% correct, so please be prepared to also bring your own input. Yeah. So let's look at the timeline. How this lobbying created this resolution. Let's look at what happened in
Thank
October
you.
6, 2025.
Thank you.
Riley Moore, we saw the letter that he wrote to Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Remember when we did program on Marco Rubio, that Marco Rubio has been given that legitimacy, anybody that is the Secretary of State in the United States of America, to declare any country as a country of particular concern. Yes, when life is being threatened. So this Congressman Rilemo sent a letter to the Secretary of State Marco Rubio calling Nigeria to be redesignated as a country of particular concern. And in that letter, he stated it with facts, and he had some evidence to it. He said that over 7,000, that was then in October, but now the number has climbed to 10,000. And then he now made an average of 35 Christians that were murdered each day. And in total, he said 19,000 churches were also attacked and destroyed since 2009. And then he said the element of Nigerian government may be complicit. So, but in October 31st, President Trump did exactly what he just said now in that video, and he designated Nigeria as a CPC, because Nigeria was already a CPC but was removed during the tenure of Biden. Yeah, and then he asked, that was why I played the video, this Congressman Moore and the House of Appropriations Committee Chairman Tom Colley to lead the congressional investigation into this Christian persecution in Nigeria. And then on November 6, 2025, Moore announced he would introduce the resolution the next day, which was yesterday. Yeah. So he said, I will introduce a new resolution containing the ongoing persecution of Christians in Nigeria and supporting President Trump's efforts to defend our brothers and sisters. You know what gives me joy is the way this man calls us brothers and sisters. And people that we claim we are sharing the country with don't even value us, not to even call us brother and sister. They call us infidel. They call us terrorists. But this is someone how many thousand miles away from that contraption called Nigeria, always addressing us as his brothers and sisters in Christ. Oh, nah, Kai. Chai. He said, thousands have been killed for their faith, and the world has looked away for far too long. Now, look at the number here. So that November 7, which was yesterday, resolution officially introduced in the House of Representatives with 20 co-sponsors. 20. I'm just going to read their names out so that you know that it is not a child's play. We have Rep. Wesley Hunt, we have Rep. Mary Miller, we have Rep. Andrew Clyde, we have Rep. Ralph Norman, Rep. Andy Biggs, Rep. Jeff Van, we have Rep. Mark, we have Rep. Mark Alford, Rep. Marlin, we have Rep. Barry Moore, we have Rep. Brandon Gill, we have Rep. Buddy Carter, we have Rep. Robert Adeholt. Remember the house venue thing we discussed yesterday? This other man is in charge of that. So you see, he's also supporting this resolution here, this document here. And then we have what's his name, Gary Palmer, we have Greg Stoop, we have Addison McDowell, we have John James, we have Bulls Billy Rakis. And he said more are joining. So now, if you look at, let's look at this resolution title and then the purpose. After I might have let you know where this man started, where this Congressman started, and where he ended yesterday being the 7th. So now let's look at now the resolution title and the purpose of this. Now the title says, condemning the persecution of Christians in Nigeria and standing ready to support President Donald J. Trump in taking, decisive action. Did you hear the word? Decisive action to end the existential threat that persecute Christians face in Nigeria. Now, my people, you know, if you are studying and if you don't pick out the key words, you will not really understand how and what the content is all about, because the keywords now will make you to, dig deep and begin to ask, why is he using this word? It's the keywords that will attract. Now he says, I pick some of the keywords, you may also pick yours, I picked condemning, I picked standing ready to support, I picked taking decisive action, I picked existential traits. You can pick yours, there are very many. So when I now look at condemning, why would this man use condemning? He said, not expressing concern, no, or nothing with interest. No, he said condemning. This is a very strong diplomatic language, condemning. And then when he now says standing ready, the same readiness that a Pete said he is ready with his own team, the Pentagon, that he's ready. This one is also repeating the same thing, standing ready. You see, he's not asking Trump to act. No, because the time of begging is over. He is supporting his action. Congress is saying, we are decisive action. And this includes what? That military force, if necessary. That is the action that Donald Trump will take, and the Congress persons will support that decisive action that he will take. And then the last one I picked out from there is a existential trait, not challenge or problem. He's calling it existential trait. This means Christian face elimination, genocide. They will still be exterminated. You see what is happening. So the title alone speaks lots of congressional language about Nigeria. And then if you go and read that document, it's like a court document with this word, whereas. It's using that clause, whereas, establishing fact. I'm not a lawyer, but I'll try my best. Establishing fact. The resolution contains multiple whereas clauses. If you go and read it, you will see. So I picked some of the whereas. Please, if you have the document, go through it. It is there online. It says, clause 1 says, whereas Nigeria is experiencing the highest level of violence against Christians in the world since Boko Haram insurgency began in 2009. Did you hear that? Now, this establishes scale comparison worse than anywhere in the world. It also established the time frame that it happened for 16 years now, 16 years of systematic violence, 16 years of killing, and it's an ongoing nature. That is what the first clause of whereas is covers. Whereas Nigeria is experiencing the highest, and it gave time. And it gave when it started, the time that it started. So it is ongoing nature. Now, whereas 2 says, whereas Boko Haram, the Islamic state of West Africa province, and Fulani militants have systematically targeted Christian communities through massacres, church burnings, kidnappings, sexual violence, leaving villages destroyed and millions displaced. Now, I looked at it as, okay, what does this establish? Now, if you look at it, it has given specific perpetrators' name, Boko Haram, ISWAP, and then critical Fulani militants listed alongside recognized terror group. This is a Fulani herdsmen that NGOZI has been protecting so that we don't call them terrorists. So now Fulani has been integrated inside it. You see? And that has destroyed Hader's farmer conflict narrative because they are now terrorists. Now, it also established systematic nature, not random violence as Nigerian terrorist governments claim. It has a pattern. They have the time they attack, they have when they attack, they have information for the attack. And then it also established the method of these targets, that it is massacre, burning, kidnapping, sexual violence, and the rest. And it also established the scale. What is the scale of this destruction? What is the scale of this attack? And he made reference to what I'm seeing as villages that have been destroyed, and millions that have been displaced. And then when you go to the whereas clause 3, you will see it said, whereas estimates indicate that between 50,000 and 100,000 Christians have been martyred for their faith since 2009, with more than 7,000 Christians killed in 2025, an average of 35 Christians murdered every day, and over 1,000 churches attacked or destroyed. So what does this establish? These horrific statistics that this man has given. So it shows that historically, the death toll between 50,000 to 100,000. So it is equivalent to genocide that triggered international interventions. And that is why they have decided to take up this challenge to save the lives of Christians that he is calling us his brothers and sisters. And he has made reference to the current year, which is 7,000 plus have been killed. And he made reference to the daily average of 35 murders per day. And he also made reference to the number of churches, which is 19,000 that has been destroyed. So these numbers make that deniable to be very impossible. So I pity those that jump out and said genocide is not happening in Nigeria, like China, like European Union, like Gumi, like Daniel Dweller. If time permit, we'll go and meet them one by one, like BBC, like Britain. Now let's look at whereas number 4. He said, whereas in Benue and Plateau states alone, more than 9,500 individuals, mostly Christians, were killed between May 2023 and May 2025, with roughly 500,000 newly displaced. Now, this focuses on a specific state to show concentration. He said 2 states alone, that's 9,500 plus, have died in 2 years. Now he made reference to displacement of 500,000 people, which is equivalent to entire size of a city. And then he was so specific, mostly Christians. That means this killing has a target. Now let's look at whereas 5. He said, whereas this is very, very critical. That is to me. Whereas the Nigerian government failure to act in defense of Christians. Notice the word that he used there. Failure, not inability or challenges. Because these people know that they have given the Nigerian terrorists money in billions of dollars. They know that they have given Nigerian terrorist government weapons, sophisticated ones, armored tanks and the rest of them. What have they done with those weapons? Where are they? What have they done with the money that they've pumped to them on this guise of fighting terrorism? So he refused to use the word inability or Nigerian government are having challenges, which is now the narrative that they are using. When you see them come out, they'll say, yeah, US should support us. We need help to fight terrorists. What happened? That they need equipment. What happened to the previous ones that they gave to them? Do you think that they have not seen the picture of the armored tankers in our Biafra land? They have seen that they have deployed these armored tankers to our territory to kill us. So why are you crying out for a new one? So that is what I just on that. The man refused to use the word, inability or challenges, and use the word failure. Yeah, so this is very, very strong to me, that word that the man used there. Now let's look at the clause number 6, the whereas number 6 clause. He said, whereas Nigeria remain one of the only 7 countries worldwide that retain a death penalty blasphemy law enforced across 12 northern states. It has reached, I think he omitted this 12 because it has reached, Sharia law has reached Yoruba land. Yes, it has reached. They established it there. So he has to update this information. So when I looked at that, I said, okay, he is establishing something serious here. He has established legal persecution alongside physical violence. From what he mentioned in that whereas number 6 points. He has established extreme nature, death penalty for blasphemy. How many laws do we have in one country? He has established limited to northern part. He has established global number, adding Nigeria that only 7 countries. Because he said, whereas Nigeria remain one of only 7 countries worldwide that retain this death penalty. So the resolution names specific victims. And if you go there, you see Yahya Sharif Aminu, who was Sufi musician in prison for blasphemy. So he has a backup. So who will wake up now? And did you remember the audio I played when we started? Where is Leah? It is here. We are going to talk about that lady. He made reference to Rhoda Jatu, a Christian mother that has been in prison for alleged blasphemy. So they know what they are talking about. And imagine somebody jumping out to tell you things like this does not exist in Nigeria. Now let's look at the whereas number 7. Whereas these attackers are not random or merely intercommunal, but deliberate campaign of religious cleansing as demonstrated by coordinated assaults during Christian holidays. Remember, making reference to Christmas. Now, if you look at what he said, this explicitly rejects what government narrative is saying. He said not random, not merely intercommunal, but deliberate religious cleansing. And he cited 2022 Pentecost massacre. He cited Christmas Eve of 2023 massacre. He cited Holy Week this year, that hundreds of Christians were killed. Timing of attack on Christian holidays proof religious motivation. What else do they want them to call it? Now, if you go there, you will see operative clauses that has also been attached. What the Congress demand. They don't just write this thing for writing's sake. Because after establishing fact, resolution makes specific demands. Now look at demand number 1. They call upon the United States government to use all available diplomatic, economic, and security tools to pressure the Nigerian government to do what? Remember what he's saying? He said all available tools. All available tool to me means diplomatic. That is where sanction comes in, isolation comes in, condemnation comes in. They should cut off every aid, every trade. There should be trade restriction. Investment should be blocked. They should suspend every military aid, including selling of arms to them. That is what I understand by him saying all available tool. And they make specific demands on Nigerian government that they should end the impunity for religiously motivated violence. Now, what do I understand by this? Please, you can, when you pick your mic, you can say the way you understand. And what I understand by end impunity for religiously motivated violence is that they should arrest, prosecute, and punish perpetrators, which we know Nigerian terrorist government will never. They will never do this one. So no more releasing of terrorists, but they will never. No more paying Miatela. They will never. They're already on payroll. And then they now say protect Christian communities and clergy from further attack. Even the day they designated Nigeria as CPC till date as we are speaking, Nigerian terrorists, they are still killing Christians, showing that they will never stop. The only solution is disintegration of Nigeria. These people don't understand English. They don't understand English. So what is for if they are telling Nigeria to deploy security forces to Christian area, they will not. They will watch, fold their hands, watch and see the terrorists kill 90 Christians. So it will never happen. And they also say return internally displaced persons to their homeland, particularly among Christian communities. Once they return them, terrorists are waiting to slaughter them again. So it will never happen. They also say repeal blasphemy laws and release all prisoners detained for their faith. Nigeria will never release because they have a mission. They are there to implement Sharia. They are there to maintain Usman Dan Fodio conquest. Nothing can stop. That is what I understand. And if you look at demand number 2, encourages coordination with international partners to deliver humanitarian aid directly to victims through trusted non-governmental and faith-based organizations. This is what is very, very critical. It says deliver aid directly to victims through what? Trusted NGO, faith-based organization. I think what is happening here now, they have bypassed Nigerian government. He said, don't give them aid, they will embezzle them. That is what I'm translating it now. Give directly to BRGIE. If you want this aid to go directly to victims, give it to our BRGIE. If you give to Nigerian terrorist government, they will pass it and give to their terrorists. They will continue to live large. And demand number 3 says, affirm the commitment of the United States to stand in solidarity with Christians and to defend their right to practice their faith without fear of persecution. This will never happen. This will never happen. So this is formal declaration of American commitment. So it means US will not abandon Nigerian Christians. US recognizes their right to religious freedom and US will take action to defend them. We can hear exactly from the president's mouth. And this is why this is very, very clear and different from every other resolution that have been passed. Yes, this is totally different and it has political significance in what has been submitted. Because this resolution condemns the horrific persecution of Christians in Nigeria. Far too long, the world had turned blind eye to the suffering of innocent Christians in Nigeria, where entire villages were destroyed. So I'm calling on all my colleagues, that is what he said, both Republican and Democrat alike, to unite in defense of faith and freedom. That the United States must make it clear that we will not tolerate the slaughter of Christians or persecution of anyone for their belief in Jesus Christ. And he said, I want to thank President Trump for this bold and unwavering leadership in defense of Christians in Nigeria. And his official designation of Nigeria as a CPC. And then one of the co-sponsors really said, the slaughter of Christians in Nigeria is one of the greatest moral crises of our time. For years, radical Islamic terrorists like Boko-H have murdered, raped, and burned entire villages simply because men, women, and children refuse to renounce their faith in Jesus Christ. America cannot be silent in the face of such evil. I am proud to stand with President Trump, Representative Really Moore, and the rest of my colleagues supporting this resolution. This is not about politics, it is about principles. Every triumph when good men do, evil triumph when good men do nothing, just like our PM said. We will not look away, we will not be silent, we will stand for the persecuted and fight for their right to live and worship in peace. How did these people get all this? It is our lobby that made this possible. It is the power of lobbying that made it possible. It is the intelligence that BRGIE shared that made this possible. It is our lobbies with BRGIE that made them to have access to this information. So, Biafrans that are listening to us, why I'm taking time to read this is for us all to know that we are not playing anymore, that we have reached the level that we didn't see it coming so fast. And the only thing we have to do to sustain and even move higher from this level is to bring our J and our Gemma. So I will yield my mic here before we go to the next session for anyone who have one or two things to say to Biafrans. I yield my mic. Onyeka, your hand is up.
Yes, am I coming out?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, all protocol observed. You see, one thing I'm laughing. I remember one thing I'm just laughing. There was a comment made by the terrorist, the head of the genocide, Satan Sokoto. Say, if anybody have any proof of genocide killing, because they use media to suppress everything, and they think that without Nigerian media that the US will not get anything they want. They don't know that even it remains for them to see him in his bedroom, that this one shocked them because they think that they have suppressed everything. They have suppressed everything. Even the one media did not report. Our lobbyists, they gather everything. They got everything needed, And again, you see, use the president is the president. A president don't use, just like a king, a well-respected traditional ruler. He don't speak anyhow. All the words that come out from their mouth is powerful. You see all those key words you see there. Before they came out to speak in public, they have done everything, see everything, and came conclusion before the president come out to speak. Sometimes President Trump, before he speak, his action goes before his words. Actions go before his words sometimes. But this one, the reason is still lame because of we want to Give them time. You remember the first regime when he entered, he asked Buhari this question. Late Buhari, why are you killing Christians? He have all those things. This is not just because most of people are talking, he targeting in Nigeria, he come for resources, he targeting Sahel State. No rubbish. And look at how I describe these people, because when you go to social media this time around, you will see many faces. These many faces from the north, where we are there all this while. You know, when these terrorists want to attack, when they look at allow the army, the military will not come, police will not come. But after the attack, when people want to retaliate, defend themselves, they will come and say, don't take me into your hand, don't take me into your hand. That is how I describe all these gutter rats that just flooded social media. They were all a while enjoying, laughing, frolicking, smiling while the Christians are being slaughtered. Now they have had the voice that they know that voice is not just ordinary voice. All of them come out from their shelves. They come out from their holes. Even some begin to talk. Some attack saying, take care of Biafra and go. Even some, all of them. Is to tell you that I'm telling you, we the Christians, we this Biafra, we have to be brutal. We have to be. I'm telling you, we have to be 10 times heartless than these people to deal with them, because we have actually tolerated them for decades. And these people, they take us for granted, because that is why I made some comment that there are some teachings we have to stop teaching our children because it's affecting us. And the enemy is taking advantage of that. We have to activate tit for tat in a brutal way against these people. That is why I love some of the quotes from Abraham Lincoln, letter from Abraham Lincoln to his son teacher. He said, teach my son to be tough with tough people and be gentle with gentle people. You know, teach my son to stand and fight if you think he's right. This is how we will teach our children to make sure that all this, the slap here, turn here, vengeance belongs to God. Do you know, all those things, we must flush all those things out, because he's affecting us, and the enemy is taking advantage of that. These people, they can't stand us in anything. They can't stand us in anything. If we start to fight them, we are going to bring them down and chase them to their holes and deal with them. That is why I'm telling our people, rise up anyway, activate yourself, activate your mental power, activate your mental braveness, and be battle ready. Get whatever you can. Whenever they kill any of our people, one, we are going to go after their own. 5. If it's a kid, we go after their kid. If it's women, we go after their women. Anything, proportional retaliation. That is the only solution to end this nonsense. Because when I see how this Northerners, they are talking, I see these people, they are so heartless, so self-centered, wicked. Do you think if oil in our land has to be in the north, do you think these people will still be with us for a long time? Look at the gold in their land, everything. They allocated it to themselves. But our own is what we are sharing. Sultan of Sokoto have 23 oil wells alone in our land. All those things. Sultan, we're going to cut off his head and use the head play ball. You see that man with Legeliosia, dog will feed his body. So also Gumi, they are so disgusting, heartless. Donald Trump, please, and US government, even if I know you don't need the resources, you don't need it. But even if you need it, take it. Those who are taking it, they are killing us. Take it and save the life of people. It is better for you to take it and save the life than allow the criminals that are taking it and still don't regard us. They want to wipe us away. I'm telling you, all of you that are coming to share me the talk trash, we are taking note of your faces. We will not forgive, because it's evident that you are the sponsor, you are the apologist, you are the enablers. Otherwise, where were you all the while they're killing Christians, mass grave, you see everything. You say, all those things, are they audio, are they robots? Sultan of Sokoto think that they have suppressed media, so that no thing will come out. They bribe every ambassadors. Forgot that the US have their satellites, that they want to see you in your bedroom, they can see you in your bedroom where they can see you. Because they want they said that they don't want innovation, they don't want to technology. They think that they are everybody's blind like them. That is why they are shocked. Everything that happened, US see everything. They see every genocide, every video. They hide that. Look at that. The man, he said, we know your house, you are where you are. I know where you're from. We know your network. We know your phone. That everything. We are going to fish you out and kill you. That is a strong word. A strong word. They don't mind word. They speak it the way it is to tell that yes, for a leader of the free world to come and use that kind of words, in his speech, not yes, everything has been concluded and we can't wait. We can't wait, I'm telling you. And let me
My internet is not allowing me, please. I will continue again where we stop. Hold on, let me see if I can call these people. Mom, internet. No, hold on until we resolve this issue. I don't know what is going on. Hụ na ndị agha achọghị ka m zuo ike ebe. M na-akpọkwa ha agakwa aza. I'm not, they are not answering. What is going on? While we look up your account information. In a few words, you're calling about. Again, in a few words, what person you're calling about? My internet, customer care. Okay, our customer support is specialized. To ensure I get you to the right place, I need to know why you're calling. If you need help with your service, say service or press 1. For billing and payment, say billing or press 2. To add or modify your service, say modify or press 3. To move services, say move or press 4. To downgrade or disconnect services, you can say downgrade or press 5. Sorry, I didn't catch that. Let me know what you're calling about. If you need help with your service, say service or press 1. For bill, are you experiencing internet issues with slow speed or internet signal? Customer care. Customer care.